playing Katharine Hepburn. He has to go around and like... Is this a dream? Is this a nightmare? Oh my goodness. Okay, Christina here to watch another movie, and today's movie is The Aviator. It's a 2004 movie. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio. It's about Howard Hughes, and that's about all I know. It seems like it's an epic tale. It's almost 3 hours long. That's okay. I don't mind the long movies, as long as they're good. Most of Leonardo DiCaprio's movies are pretty good, so I'm assuming this one is also pretty good. I'm also assuming that if this has to do with Howard Hughes, that this might also have to do with his battle with OCD. I don't know how much of the movie is going to portray that or how it's going to, because, frankly, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, is something that is highly misunderstood by the general public. And I'm not just talking about how the term can be misused, like, oh, I'm so OCD about this because I like to have my books in alphabetical order, you know, or you like to have things a certain way, so I'm just OCD about that. I'm talking about the disorder itself. It's actually more common than we all think, and it can also be way more severe than we all think. Do I speak about this from experience? Well, I don't have OCD myself, but I do have personal experience with someone very close to me who does have OCD. It can be destructive to your life. It can wrap itself around other people. It can be pretty rough. I probably will be talking about it during the movie, so if this is a trigger for you, you may not want to watch this reaction. But on the other hand, maybe this is just the reaction that you were needing to see. I'm not a licensed therapist in any way, but I am very knowledgeable from licensed therapists, nationally and internationally known OCD specialists. I've worked with some of these people personally. I'll probably say this again in the comments at the end of the reaction, but there are places that you can go if you're struggling with what you think may or may not be OCD. Just speak up. There are people out there who can really make a difference. I'll put a few links in the description in the video. Organizations like the IOCDF, that's the International OCD Foundation, and I believe it's iocdf.org, or NOCD, N-O-C-D, and that's at treatmyocd.com. There are also other people on YouTube who are licensed therapists and experts that can offer advice and insight. In particular, Natasha Daniels, Nathan Peterson, Mark Freeman, and the OCD Stories by Stuart Ralph. Again, I'll put all of those links in the description below for this video. Don't forget to do all the things, like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, become a patron over on Patreon. Okay, you ready for this? Let's watch. So who exactly was Howard Hughes? Was he like the first billionaire? The Aviator. So obviously he's interested in flight. But I don't think he was around with the Wright brothers. Oh, there's somebody naked. All right. That's an interesting start. What's going on there? What's happening? Oh. Okay.
Q-U-A-R-A-N-T-I-N-E. Quarantine. Q-U-A-R.
What's happening here?
A-N-T-I-N-E.
You know the cholera? You know the typhus?
I do, Mother.
Did she just talk about cholera and typhoid fever?
You are not safe.
Oh. Okay. 1927.
I'm Noah Dietrich. Your office said I might find you here.
Step Brothers.
My folks, they're gone now, so it's my money.
Now, what I choose to do with that money may seem crazy to those sons of bitches in Houston.
All right, so he inherited a bunch of money.
You'll be working 4 times as hard. I just got you at half price, Mr. Dietrich. Welcome aboard, huh?
Thank you.
Folks down there still call me Junior. It's Mr. Hughes.
Okay.
So why don't we go to Houston?
We don't.
So he's trying to be a big boy.
A collar, yellow fever, you name it, they got it.
What? Hell's Angels. Okay. So, okay, was he a movie producer or... I obviously don't know the history with Howard Hughes. Oh, that's a cool shot. Neat. Is that Rufus? Oh, that totally is Rufus Wainwright. Oh, I love Rufus. I've seen him in concert 3 times. Oh, Rufus. You look so beautiful. Woo! Oh, what a fun 20s event. Awesome.
Hello, Mr. Mayor. My name's Howard Hughes.
The airplane picture, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so a movie maker.
I need a few cameras, 2 to be exact. Think MGM could help me out?
We're not usually in the practice of helping out the competition.
So how many cameras do you have now?
24.
Welcome to Hollywood.
I want you to remember that, Mr. Mayor. Boss?
I recognize him from some stuff.
Milk, please, in the bottle, with the cap still on. Son of a bitch won't part with a single goddamn can. My name depends on this picture. If it doesn't work, I'm back to Houston with my tail between my legs.
Okay. What was that?
Why the hell do they look so slow? This isn't what it was like up there. Son of a bitch.
What?
Howard?
Without something standing still behind the planes.
No point of reference.
We got no sense of relative motion. Get me the best meteorologist they got. Get him here in an hour, all right?
Use the moon? Can't use the sun.
The minute we fire her up, the struts start cracking at the attach points. No, the top wing falls off.
Who says we need a top wing? We squeeze that to 1,000. We got the fastest plane ever built.
So he's inventing planes along with his movie?
We've already spent over $200,000 rebuilding this.
Oh, that's a lot of money back
Hell
then.
with it.
I recognize him.
I want clouds, damn it.
Yes, clouds.
Right. Oh, meteorology. Right. Clouds.
Whatever they pay you.
Atmospheric
UCLA,
science.
I'm doubling it, all right? You work for me now. Find some clouds.
What? How are you going to find clouds in California? Like, you can go 6 months without seeing a single cloud in California sometimes. Some people think that's paradise, but my eyes hurt.
It has been 8 months. Where are my goddamn clouds?
I told ya!
You find me some goddamn clouds.
Year 2. Wow.
Rid of clouds. See the Oakland.
Oakland. Well, it could just be fog, though. What is this? Oh, Bach, right? The fugue? The orchestrated fugue? Oh, look at that. The camera on there. Oh no! Well, that's not good.
After 2 years, Hell's Angels has finally finished filming.
Okay. Eh?
Did you ever think you'd actually finish the damn thing?
Silent pictures are yesterday's news, so I figured we gotta reshoot Hell's Angels for sound.
It was a silent film? Reshoot?
Additional 1.7 million. We got that much?
No.
We'll make it.
Yeah. The talkies, right?
Howard Hughes is now editing some 25 miles of film.
Right now. And I can't stand them. So does he really do all of the editing, though? It doesn't feel right to him.
This has been a great ride. We've had a hell of a lot of fun. But you're
Time to let it
losing
go?
$25,000 a day doing this.
Mm.
I'm sorry, Howard. I truly am.
He couldn't finish it. He couldn't do what he needed to do. Because it just never seemed right. It always seemed like there was something wrong. He doubted every step. Uh-oh. What's going on? Uh-oh. What's up? What's up, dude? So it's obvious that he has contamination OCD. And I believe his mother did as well. Possibly health OCD, where you're afraid of getting sick.
Mr. Hughes escorts the lovely starlet Gina Harlow tonight.
Who is that? It looks like Gwen Stefani. Uh-oh.
Tell us what it was like making this fabulous picture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
To publicly thank Mr. Hughes for the opportunity he gave me.
I'm just a girl in the world. I loved her finger waves. I love 20s fashion. Is this actual footage from the movie? It just does not seem right to him. He doubts it.
A sensational success.
All right. He did it. He just doubts everything.
Reading the magazines that you play golf.
On occasion.
Well, how about 9 holes?
Oh, it's Kate.
Now, Mr. Hughes?
It would be convenient, Miss Hepburn.
She's playing Katharine Hepburn. Oh, that's perfect. What's with the weird color in the film? Isn't it weird? It's like blue and red.
Saw your Scarface picture. Violent.
Realistic.
Out there in
Does she
front of
talk
you.
like that? Really like that? All the time?
I adore the theater. You're not a Republican, are you? Couldn't abide that. I'm not outdoorsy. I'm athletic. I sweat. I sweat, and you're dead.
Wow, she is something. Short hair and the pants in the 20s and the 30s. She's amazing. What a gal.
Not enough. These rivets have to be completely flush. She has got to be clean, Odie. Clean.
Okay, Howard.
I don't know what else to tell you.
TWA, okay.
Jack, we want to fly above the weather.
Right.
Across the country. Across the world. That is a future. Well, what's your financial picture?
Not great.
Buy it.
You want to buy the airline? Call it $15 million.
How much money does he have? Is he the first billionaire?
You want to think about it for 5 minutes?
Well, Jack, I got a tiger by the tail here.
If he hollers, let him go. The snow. I hope that's not the asbestos snow that they used in The Wizard of Oz.
But, it's Miss.
The usual, Mr. Hughes.
Please.
Great soundtrack. I love this era. I mean, parts of it.
Mr. Flynn. Yes.
Oh. Is that Jude Law?
Point of order.
12 Ps?
Swear to the
Uh-oh. Oh, no. He's not going to be able to eat it. And she's picking up on it. He really wanted to eat that steak. Now he can't.
I gotta go. If you'll excuse us, we like a little adventure. Do your worst, Mr. Hughes.
So they didn't eat it all. Okay, the steak. Ouch. So I'm assuming the 12 Ps was not on the menu and that they just knew to bring that to him.
What's that on the steering
Yeah,
wheel?
what is that? Saran wrap?
Cellophane. If you had any idea the crap that people carry around on their hands,
Yeah.
What kind of crap?
you don't want to know. Hold on to the wheel for a bit.
What you doing? And he's okay with touching her?
Well, she's all yours.
What?
Where are you
Okay.
going?
Mountains.
Yeah? There's a rather alarming mountain heading our way.
Pull back on the wheel a smidge.
Go on.
Golly. Oh, it's a big step for him. Oh, I hope he's landing.
Decorator. Picked out the wallpaper and such. Hate this room.
No.
Gives me the willies.
Oh. Oh. I didn't know they were involved. Excellent transition there. From feeling one set of curves to another. What do you think?
Honest to God, you let someone else take her up. You got 20 damn test pilots working for you.
Why should I let someone else have all the fun?
I'm a nervous flyer sometimes. I don't like the turbulence. We're up at 20,000 feet. I'm good. But, you know, so I guess thank you, Mr. Hughes, for making that happen. But I don't think I could be a test pilot. He's so brave with this. Yet he's afraid of crowds and, ooh, that was pretty fancy. Germs and 11 Ps. Oh.
339.
Uh-oh.
352.
Is that a record? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, dumb.
Oh, God.
There goes our meal ticket.
Oh. What? Is it tomatoes? Tomatoes. Slow down. You okay? You okay?
How we do? 352 on the last run.
Beets? Were those beets? Rhubarb?
Katie!
Good Lord, what happened to you?
Yeah.
What'd you make?
352?
Did it?
Yeah.
Covered in blood.
Oh, no, that's just beet juice. They're crashing into a beet field. And all I could think about was getting home to see you.
I really had no idea they were together.
I am so proud of you.
Kate?
What's up, honey?
I've been famous, for better or worse.
Yeah, I had my fair share of press on Hell's Angels.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
Howard, we're not like everyone else.
Mm-mm.
Too many acute angles, too many eccentricities.
You know, sometimes I get these feelings, Katie. Crazy ideas about things that may not really be there.
Yeah.
Intrusive thoughts.
Sometimes I truly fear that I'm losing my mind.
No, honey.
And if I did, it'd be like flying blind.
Yes. Because you lose your sense of logic.
Understand?
Yes, I understand.
I'll take the wheel.
You can't do that, though. That doesn't fix it. That doesn't fix it. So it's intrusive thoughts. The doubt and the fear.
Around the world from New York to New York in 4 days. Even a daring aviator, a true pioneer of the world's
Wow.
airways. Practice wait.
Oh, look at that Art Deco stuff. Pan Am. So we bought out TWA.
You're not going to believe this. Howard Hughes has bought control of TWA.
See? It's Alec Baldwin.
I thought Mr. Hughes was flying around the world.
Who else is in this movie?
Apparently he did it while he was flying over the radio.
Oh. Well, that's quite the office there, on top of the Chrysler Building.
I'd like to know everything there is to know about Mr. Hughes.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bad blood there. What's going on with the pants there? Oh no. You can't wash it away, honey. Look at that bathroom, though. That is an amazing bathroom. Look at that Art Deco. Look at his face.
Could you reach me a towel?
No. No.
I
really cannot.
Can't do that. I'm sorry.
Did he interrupt his hand washing routine? No, he was just embarrassed. He has a thing with towels, like he tossed the other one on the floor.
You want to build a troop carrier plane?
It's a plane to carry everything.
No,
other side. I figure around 200 feet from nose to tail, wingspan around 300. So I'm calling it the Hercules. Well,
Will
I
it
didn't
fly?
say it was going to be easy. Support on the front. We are not getting enough production out of Jane Russell's breasts. All right, I want smooth titties, Jenny. Smooth titties.
What? Okay.
Howard, you really think they're gonna let you put out a whole movie just about tits?
Sure. Doesn't like tits.
Okay. I guess not these guys.
That I've never seen anything quite so unacceptable as the shots of the mammaries of the character named Rio.
Memories.
The girl's mammaries, quite large and prominent, are shockingly uncovered. Really, Mr. Hughes.
Mr. Breen feels that they are too prominent, yes? Well, I hope to dispel that notion.
Do we have a demonstration? I think we do.
Gene Harlem. Ann Sheridan.
Okay.
Dr. Ludlow Branson of Columbia University is a mathematician.
Oh. Me?
And he will now demonstrate Miss Russell's mammaries are no more prominent. You forgot your calendars.
He has to go around and like...
Gentlemen, let us commence by calling this 5 inches and quarter.
Nice to see you, Bob. Sorry, I got grease on my hands.
Have we got something to show you?
Set bread spider. It is.
Take a look. It's the XF-11 reconnaissance flyer. Okay, what do you got for me?
Look at that. Passenger aircraft.
Jiminy Cricket.
Seating capacity for 60, wingspan 123 feet.
Cross country.
Non-stop.
Bob, you got something on your suit.
Uh-oh.
You missed it right there. Clean it off, would you? Nah, throw it away. Now, over there.
The intrusive thought hit. You had to go through with the compulsion.
So what kind of deal can you give me? What kind of deal can you give me?
He can't stop
We'll give you
thinking
the
about
first
it.
40 planes off the...
It's just too loud in his head. He can't stop it.
So it's $18 million for the first 40.
Yeah.
Hell, TWA can't afford that. The damn airline's flat broke. Guess I'll just have to pay for them myself. Build them, Bob.
Hey everyone, sorry to interrupt. I'll make this quick. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's a really great place to support artists and creators. You get behind the scenes stuff and you get to take part in polls to decide what I watch. You can have your name mentioned in the shoutouts that scroll at the beginning and end of each of the videos. You get access to all of the TV shows. The TV shows that I am currently watching are all of these. I chat with everybody. We get to know one another. It's a lot of fun. Okay, enough talking. Let's get back to watching.
What are you doing home?
Uh-oh. She's leaving.
I've met someone. I've fallen in love and I'm moving out.
Oh.
There we both are.
Did she really meet someone? Or is she just making it up so she can leave?
You met someone?
Yeah, see?
Someone more appropriate to me.
Ugh.
Stop acting.
Oh, I'm not acting.
I wonder if you even know anymore.
Don't be unkind.
Yeah.
Don't talk down to me. Don't you ever talk down to me. You are a movie star. Nothing more.
Oof. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's over. What is he doing? What is he doing? What's he doing? Are those his clothes? Or hers? Wait, is that just in the middle of the room? I hope it's a fire pit. Oh.
Hey, Noah, I need you to get over to Penny's and buy me some new clothes.
That was his clothes.
Penny's isn't open.
Gosh.
It's 2 in the morning.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, first thing tomorrow then, all right? I need 2 new suits off the rack, 3 white shirts and 3 pairs of white tennis shoes. Make it Woolworths.
Woolworths.
Penny's. No,
All right.
Noah, do you have a recorder?
What?
No?
Are you recording this conversation?
Uh-oh.
No.
Better make it serious.
All right, then. See you. If I don't answer, you'll just call back.
Okay, so that's his crisis. And perhaps he's in a transition after a big change. But he was in crisis, and nothing is going to be more important than an OCD crisis. There's his routine, the ritual. Oh, honey. Oh, God. Oh, honey. Oh, no. No. Oh. It's just never good enough. You gotta stop. Uh-oh. He's just gonna have to stay there all night. He's not gonna be able. Oh my goodness. Held hostage by your own brain.
He's been making big contributions on both sides of the aisle. I'm telling you, TWA is serious
For
about
me
going
not to do with
international.
anything.
I think it's time for you to introduce the community airline bill on the floor of the Senate. I also have to get you on the committee investigating the national defense.
On the committee or chairman? I think chairman. What do you think?
Chairman, that is interesting.
Business and politics.
It's bad enough I have to endure those filthy gym shoes of yours.
Ava, will you marry me?
No, Howard.
Why not?
Look, you got girls stashed all over town.
Those are employees. I'm not gonna marry an employee.
So, only actresses are good enough? What's going on? Oh dear.
Face! What the hell?
Oh no, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh.
That crazy bitch away from me!
You love me anymore.
Made a mess of that. Whew.
Listen, we need to take another look at the wheel.
Jesus, the damn wheel?
It just doesn't feel right.
Christ almighty, you've seen 8,000 goddamn wheels. I mean, choose one, please.
This one's pretty close.
Uh-oh. He's getting a wrong feeling. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, he looked at that old man and got a wrong feeling at the same time. He's not going to be able to take it. Just like the napkin in the trash can.
Man swooping up over there. Fire. Make sure they use damp brooms from now on. Respiratory diseases are expensive, and I don't want a bunch of damn lawsuits.
The deadline is now completely unrealistic. The war's gonna be over by the time she's done. Now, I need you here, waiting for you to make a decision.
Hey, Odie! Take it easy, all right? Look, take a couple hours off, all right? You just relax a little, okay?
But that's the anxiety from having to live with someone else's OCD rules.
Show me all the blueprints. Show me all the blueprints. Show me all the blueprints. Show me all the blueprints.
He's washing his hands. The blueprints.
All the blueprints. Oh, I want to get this done right, so show me all the blueprints. Show me all the blueprints. Show me all the blueprints.
He's stuck.
Show me all the blueprints. 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 Show me all the blueprints.
He can't get it right.
Show me all the blueprints. Show me all the
He
blueprints.
can't get it right. He's just totally being held hostage by his own brain. And some PTSD or whatever from some child abuse, I think.
And quarantine.
So he's not just completely acting, he's reaching in because Leonardo DiCaprio also has OCD. 46. More Toccata and Fugue. That is a fancy machine. Wow. And so what was this plane for? I mean, this is for the war? 'Cause what happened to the big plane? Or are they trying to beat the speed limit again?
What's your speed, Howard?
292.
Take me back to 200.
No damn way.
He certainly is a man of passion. I love the pairing of this piece with these scenes. I never would have.
All right, Howard, we gotta bring her home.
Give me 10 more minutes. Roger that.
Negative, Howard.
No. Don't you remember what happened last time? Oh, boy. See? And now you're over houses and stuff. Oh, boy.
Just did. Increase the power to 2,800 RPM.
You can't be a test pilot over a neighborhood.
Howard, give us your position. 2,000 feet over Beverly Hills.
Oh.
We're going down.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going down. I'm not gonna make it back.
Oh, my gosh. No. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. It's not an earthquake. Oh my god! Duck! Duck! Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god. Did this really happen? How could you do this? Oh. Is this a dream? Is this a nightmare? Oh my god. What the heck? Oh my god. Oh, he's still burning. Oh my god.
Howard Hughes, the Aviator.
has burns to 78% of his body.
Oh my God.
9 ribs are shattered. He has 60 lacerations on his face to the bone.
Oh my God.
His chest was crushed. His heart has shifted entirely to the right side of his chest cavity. Jesus God.
I had no idea. I had no idea. Okay, but what about the houses he landed on? What about them? Did he kill anybody? Oh my gosh. No idea.
It's the hull of the world's mightiest airplane. Towers higher than a 5-story building. An airplane that challenges a mountain for sheer size.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
How long can they keep us grounded?
He's walking.
Could be months. Go to Toolco this time. As it is, we're pumping every damn cent we have into the Hercules. You've got to make a choice. You want to be bankrupted by the big plane or by the big airline?
Get a loan against all the TWA equipment and capital.
And if TWA defaults on the loan?
Only one trip buys us cheap.
You put a goddamn microphone under my bed!
Concerned about you, baby. I just want to make sure you're okay, that's all. Look, honey, I'll have him take all the bugs out.
What do you mean, all the bugs?
I don't know, 12 maybe, and,
You listen to my phone calls.
No, honey, I would never do that. I just read the transcript, that's all.
It's no wonder Kate Hepburn dumped her demented ass!
Uh-oh.
Shut your goddamn mouth!
Oh.
Get out, pathetic freak! Get out!
Who is this Brewster guy? Why did he do that?
Owen, nice to see you again.
I can't believe he recovered from that accident like that. Just, I guess, money.
America cannot afford to have more than one international carrier.
That's a monopoly.
It's fair that one airline should have a monopoly on
A
international
monopoly?
travel.
No.
Oh, a monopoly. Oh, no.
No, I think one airline can do it better. See, without competition.
Right.
All I'm thinking about are the interests, the needs of the American passenger. Hope you like fish.
I love it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hope water's okay.
Nope.
My investigators have turned up a lot of dirt. My committee has the power to hold public hearings. I'd like to spare you that.
Would you now?
You agree to support my CAB bill, and I won't hold public hearings.
The CAB would kill TWA.
Sell TWA, Pan Am. You get a fair price, I'm telling you.
Are you sure you want to do this? You want to go to war with me?
The dirt can fly both ways.
You tell Juan Tripp something for me, all right? And he can kiss both sides of my ass.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, the stomping thing. It's another compulsion. Uh-oh.
I sleep in this room. I like the desert. It's clean. It's clean. I should drink something first. My milk is sour. That milk is bad. I shouldn't pick up the bottle of milk with my right hand. And I shouldn't take the top off with my left hand. Put it in my pocket. My left pocket.
It's Kate. I need to talk to you. Howard, unlock this door immediately.
He's just completely wrapped up in his compulsions.
I can't, sweetie.
You mean you won't?
I haven't shaved.
Well, neither have I. Come on. You let me in.
How long has he been in there?
I can hear you, Katie. I could always hear you.
Yeah, the hearing thing, it's also another compulsion. If you don't hear everything perfectly, then maybe you didn't hear it at all.
Go away now. Would you do that?
Howard, please.
Go away. I'll see you soon. We'll go flying together.
Yes. Yes, please, please. You take me flying again. I can take the wheel. Howard?
Just bust the door down.
Howard, are you there? Howard? Howard, are you there?
No, he's not. He's tuning the rest of the world out and just going into his little universe. The OCD universe is very small and very lonely. Oh boy.
Come in with the milk. 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 He is to open the bag with his right hand and hold the bag out to me at a 45-degree angle so I may reach into the bag without touching the paper. Repeat it from the beginning. Repeat it from the beginning.
Because you gotta get it right. There's no sound.
If there is any variation of these instructions, the entire process must be repeated from the beginning. Come in with the milk. Come in with the milk. Q.
I've heard the story about the jars of urine. And there we have it.
And hello? Who is it?
Howard, it's Juan.
That's not good.
I got a hell of a cold in here. A hell of a cold, so why don't you just take a seat out there? Because, I don't want to get you sick. I don't want to get you sick. I don't want to...
Now he's in a loop. It's like if he says something more than 3 times, then he's got to keep saying it again and again. I don't want to get you sick. I don't want to get you sick. The blueprints.
We both know I'm not going to sell TWA. Owen Brewster works for you.
Howard, I didn't elect Senator Brewster. We can thank the voters of Maine for that.
He's doing that on purpose.
Still have to answer for the spruce goose.
It's called the Hercules, and it will fly, goddammit. I won't sell TWA.
But I'm going to get it anyway.
You seem to have me in a corner here, buddy.
I think you're going to be less comfortable at Senator Brewster's hearings.
Well, thank you for your concern, Juan. It's been a real pleasure.
If you let him appear at those hearings, the whole world will see what he's become. People should remember him as he was.
What's going on? Was he fighting his compulsions?
Mr. Hughes?
Could you give me some shoes?
Is she really going to help any?
How nice of you to dress for me.
Oh, it actually is pretty dressy compared to what he was doing before.
You can't move. You're in the germ-free zone now. You understand?
I'll take my chances.
No, honey.
That's OCD, folks. It's just heartbreaking.
When do you go to Washington?
A week.
There's nothing there, Howard.
I see things.
I know, babe. Rinse your face off now.
I didn't expect her to help much, but...
Put your hands in the water and wash off the soap.
Does that look clean to you?
Nothing's clean, Howard. But we do our best, right?
He did it.
Will you marry me?
You're too crazy for me.
Thanks.
You'd do it for me.
Was she really there? what do they have him there for? Like, what did they find fraud, or like, are they just gonna say that he washes his hands a lot? I mean, what?
Pardon me for speaking loudly, but I understand you have some difficulty hearing.
Oh, that's quite all right. But I think this goddamn circus has gone on long enough. Why not tell the truth that this investigation was really born on the day that TWA first decided to fly to Europe?
We're not going to have this bickering back and forth.
Somewhere at the Mayflower Hotel, did you or did you not tell me that if I were to sell TWA to Pan Am, that this entire investigation would be called off?
No, I did not.
How long have you known Juan Tripp, Senator?
I've known
I mean, he spoke to me as if you worked for him.
This is not how these hearings are going to be conducted, Mr.
I have
Hughes.
a right. You introduced this bill to the Senate. Now, this entire bill was written by Pan Am executives and designed to give that airline a monopoly on international travel. Senator Brewster, how many times have you visited Juan Tripp's office in New York in the last 3 months?
Let's hear it.
Would you like me to tell you, Senator?
All right, this has gone on long enough. Juan Tripp is not a man who's interested in making money.
Well, I'm sure his stockholders would be happy to hear that.
Yeah.
This is the Sky Giant, which has prompted Congress to investigate.
Sky Giant.
And we are looking through one of the side windows in the cockpit.
Professor, why don't you come on up front here?
Was that actual radio audio recording?
It's fired up.
It's a lot of souls on board.
She's got to hit 70 to have any kind of chance. 25 miles per hour.
Are those all the engines, like, in one hand there?
How does she sound, Odie?
That's good, Hillary.
How many functional planes did you deliver to the United States Air Force?
None.
You have received $56 million from the United States government for planes you never delivered.
That is correct.
Where did all that money go?
Well, it went into the planes, Senator.
What other larcenies did you commit?
I mean, I put my money into the planes, Senator.
Mr. Hughes, your personal finances. Let him speak. Proceed, Mr. Hughes.
All right.
See, the thing is, more than $800 million was spent during the war on planes that never flew. And that has to do with the Hercules. That if the Hercules fails to fly, I will leave this country and never come back. Well, I've had just about enough of this nonsense. Good afternoon.
Woo! So does it? I don't know anything about the story of the Hercules.
Switch it off. The hearings aren't over yet. The hearings are over.
Yeah.
The airline bill will be defeated in the Senate. TWA will begin flights from New York to Paris, to Los Angeles, to New York.
Power coming up. Power coming up. 25,
Put in seatbelts.
70, 75.
88? He did it. Wow.
That Howard Hughes will be around the United States for quite some time to come.
Technologies like these
Moonlight Serenade.
Jet airplanes. You know anything about jets?
No, but it sounds expensive.
Oh, it will be, but we gotta get started. One of those fellas. They work for me. And we've got to get into it. Jets are gonna be the way of the future.
He's in New York, so.
Way of the future.
Howard?
Howard.
He's
Way of the
stuck.
future. The way of the 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 future.
Guard the door. I'll get a doctor. No one sees him like this.
The way of the future. The way of the future. The way of the future. The way of the
Come on, honey.
way of the future.
Just set
The way
it
of the
down.
future. The way of the future. The way of the future. The way of the future.
Just set it down,
The
honey.
way of the future. The way of the future.
Okay. Okay. Where do we begin? How do we do this? This movie is more about OCD than I think most people realize. Because when a person has that disorder, there isn't room for anything else. It is in charge, but it can be helped. People can see what it is and take charge. They can take their lives back. Recovery is possible. That's what makes OCD different from other disorders, is that it's dystonic rather than syntonic. Dystonic means that it's not part of their personality. So when they're doing the compulsions and they're dealing with the doubt and the intrusive thoughts, they see themselves doing it and they know that it's not them, that that's not who they are. But when you live in that OCD universe for long enough, sometimes it becomes who you are. And that's tough. But it's still not what people think. It's not being afraid of germs, and it's not being afraid of crowds, and it's not being afraid of people listening in on your conversations. It is about a glitch in the brain that goes off and says, something is wrong. And whatever's in front of you, you assign it. So he gets the glitch in his brain that, uh-oh, something's wrong. It's that fight or flight. It goes off, and it shouldn't. And if he happens to be looking at an old man sweeping a dusty floor, there will be something wrong with it. It will be amplified and screaming in his head. It's not the same as hallucinations. You can project things over the top of what you see. You can project words into people's mouths that they're not saying. You can actually project that you're not hearing words that people are saying. It doesn't mean you're crazy. It just means you think there's something wrong when there actually isn't. The content doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's germs or talking. The type of OCD and compulsions that he had also can't completely come just from how he was treated as a kid. Obviously, his mother had it, and then he also has it because it is genetic. But what his mother was doing also did influence him, but then his own OCD that he had naturally in his brain grabbed hold. Is it nature versus nurture? It can be a little bit of both, but someone like Howard Hughes, his OCD is going to be a little bit more severe because genetically he had that glitch in his brain. That's all it is, folks. The amygdala sends off a false signal. It's fight or flight mode when there doesn't need to be any fight or flight mode. And whatever they see in front of them, they apply it to that. All of a sudden there's something wrong. You have to say the word over and over again until it feels right. You have to tap on the surface over and over again until it feels right. You either have to wash your hands until it feels right, or the water doesn't feel right, so you can't wash your hands at all. It can go either direction. It's an all or nothing type of disorder, but you can recover. There is therapy. There are proven behavioral treatments and medications that are out there specifically to treat OCD. I think all of us have had that moment where, like, you have to get something just right, and if you don't, it feels kind of icky. That's kind of what OCD feels like, but times about 100,000. And again, more people have OCD than we all realize. It's actually quite common. And just depending on the severity of it, some people can sort of work their way out of it on their own. Because you can't cure it. You can only recover those feelings, the ickiness, it's the something's wrong feeling. It's always going to be there. You just have to learn not to respond to it. ERP, exposure and response prevention. CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. ICBT, inference-based cognitive therapy. There are so many things out there that can help. No one has to be held hostage by their brain. No one has to fear their own thoughts. No one has to live in crisis mode all the time to the point where they're in their own universe that they can't see everyone else around them, and that universe gets smaller and smaller. You don't have to suffer. Again, I don't have OCD, but I just have a lot of experience with it because, like I said, of someone very close to me who does have severe OCD. I've witnessed the treatment. I've witnessed the struggle. So this movie was epic. I think it was beautifully done. The special effects, 2004. The portrayal of real people, I think that was the focus of this movie, and it was spot on. I mean, Cate Blanchett as Katharine Hepburn, perfect. And I think it's obvious that both she and Leonardo DiCaprio really worked on trying to sound like those two people. I loved seeing all the Art Deco fashion and architecture, and then later the big band stuff. And I saw the music was done by Howard Shore. I'm trying to remember what else he's done. I should know. He's one. I know Howard Shore, but I'll look him up later to see what he's done. Oh, and Rufus Wainwright. Love Rufus Wainwright, and I loved his cameo in this. Perfect. And I think that was Gwen Stefani. Wasn't that Gwen Stefani? I don't think I'm imagining things. With her finger waves. Love it. Lots of big names in this. Alec Baldwin. I think that was Alan Alda. Is he from MASH? Is that right? John C. Reilly. Jude Law. I'm forgetting somebody important, but that's okay. The focus on his passion for aviation was lovely. I am hoping that everyone who watches this can pick up on the fact that his issues with his obsessive compulsive tendencies, his disorder, is separate from his passion. You are not your OCD, you are who you are. Sometimes your behavior can say otherwise. And when that starts to happen, that's when you know you need to perhaps seek some help, get some therapy, get your life back. Leonardo DiCaprio. He's an excellent actor to begin with. We know this. I happen to know that Leonardo DiCaprio does have diagnosed OCD. You could see it in his eyes. He understood a little bit too much. That was hard to watch. It's hard to see someone be trapped in that little universe, and it just gets smaller and smaller. I do wish that at some point someone would make a movie about what OCD is really like. This got pretty darn close, but it's wrapped up around an eccentric, famous, rich guy, right? And so everybody sort of takes it with a grain of salt. They sort of keep it at arm's length. Like they know there's something wrong, but at the same time, he's an eccentric millionaire, billionaire, whatever. And I actually think that takes away from the disorder, because the disorder is the disorder. It doesn't matter how much money you have. So I would like to see a movie about an average non-wealthy person who has OCD and how it can take hold of your life and hold you hostage. And sometimes the people around you. There are many subtypes of OCD. So there was definite relationship OCD there. That means you either doubt the relationship you're in, or you're focused on your partner and you doubt them and they just don't seem right. There was contamination OCD, which again is not necessarily about the germs. It's about getting it right and doing the rituals. The germs might spark that, but in the end, it's about the ritual and just getting it right. Then there's just right OCD, where you have to get things just right, like the tapping. There's sensory OCD, like the throat clearing. There's health OCD, like being afraid of diseases and germs and stuff, like health anxiety OCD. That's actually kind of, that is. So obviously, one person can have a whole bunch of those different subtypes. I also mentioned this in my opening intro, that there are lots of resources out there that can help. So if anyone thinks maybe that you or someone you know is suffering from OCD, please don't be afraid to seek that help. You shouldn't have to suffer. I put links in the description for the video. You can see that below. For the IOCDF, the International OCD Foundation, iocdf.org, and NOCD, N-O-C-D, at treatmyocd.com. Both of those are good places to seek certified, qualified, experienced therapists of OCD. I also put some links to some other YouTubers who are also qualified therapists in OCD, and they have fantastic videos that you can watch. Mark Freeman, Nathan Peterson, Natasha Daniels, And then a long-running weekly show, The OCD Stories with Stuart Ralph. There are many more out there, so I'm sorry if I've forgotten some of you. But surely just that would be a good start. You start with them, get to who you need to get to, because every person has their own fit. Okay, so sorry that this is a little bit more serious. Mental health is important. Watching this movie was really bittersweet. It was very nice to see this disorder portrayed on screen, but it's just difficult to watch. Just know that you're not alone. Not by a long shot. And yes, this is one of the reasons why I say this on this channel. You don't have to be perfect, just be okay.